So there's a lot to know about LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, as this next upcoming LEGO Star Wars game is going to be the biggest LEGO game and possibly the biggest Star Wars game we are ever going to get. So I went away and did some research and digging, and I have compiled 5 interesting facts that you need to know. And if you are a regular to my channel, you may know a couple of these facts. But if you are not, welcome to my channel. I do lots of LEGO Star Wars content, so if you do like what you see, definitely feel free to subscribe and drop a like. Anyway, let's get into these interesting facts. So, in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, you will be able to play all the Star Wars movies from episode 1 to 9. Well, obviously, but nevertheless, you will be able to play them all, so that means that the eras will also change. And what I mean by the changing of eras, depending on what you are playing. If you are playing in the prequels or the original trilogy or the sequels, different planets will change depending on what era you are in. And this also goes for what episode you are in. So, for example, if you are playing episode 1, The Phantom Menace, if you go to the Jedi Temple, it will mainly be pristine clean and all the Jedi are at their prime. However, if you visit the temple at the end of episode 3, it will most likely be on fire and been attacked after Anakin obviously slaughtered the younglings and killed the Jedi. So depending on what episode you are in, the era will change. That is the best example I can give. And not only that, also depending on what episode or era you are in, it will also change how the dynamic events will work. But if you do not know what a dynamic event is, let me explain. When you are free roaming or simply messing around, you could get attacked by the First Order or anything like that. It's basically just something that happens that's not part of a linear mission. So how will the eras affect these dynamic events? Well, it is pretty simple. If you are playing in the prequel era and you get attacked, you will most likely get attacked by the Separatists. However, if you play in the original trilogy, you will most likely get attacked by the Empire in their Star Destroyers, and so goes for the sequel trilogy. And one of the coolest dynamic events is when you are flying around in space, a Star Destroyer can come out of the middle of nowhere, and you will get attacked by numerous TIE fighters. So what you have to do is take down all the TIE fighters, so this could be like 10 to 20 TIE fighters, and then you get to take down the big Star Destroyer. And it gets even better. You can take the Star Destroyer out by the exterior, by outside, or you can actually enter the interior of the Star Destroyer and take it out by the inside. Anyway, let's move on to the next fact. So this is one of the features I am the most excited for, and this is expansive force abilities. So like many old LEGO Star Wars games where you simply just have to hold a button with the force and it pretty much does the work for you, this is completely different in this game. So when you go to use the force in this new game, you have full control over what you pick up, and you can pick up anything that's around you. So that goes for the canister or something on the wall. You can literally pick up whatever you want. And unlike old LEGO games where you simply get to use the force when it tells you to, in this new one you can simply click a button and abuse the force as much as you want. This was shown where Anakin was on Geonosis and he used force push, and it looked really powerful. And not only that, when you are also in a boss fight level, you can use the force to pull trap doors on your enemy. So this could be things like booby traps to pull using the force to basically stun them to go in for an attack. And that is pretty much what we know about the force. They haven't really gone into much detail about force chokes and force lightning. However, this is definitely going to be in the game, but as of now we know nothing on these two. Now the next fact on the list goes to mid-air attacks, and these were shown in some adverts that we got. Bearing in mind they're not the best quality, you can roughly tell what's going on. So when you are dueling, you can initiate a mid-air attack by using the jump button when you are mid-fighting. This will send both of the characters up into the air and you will continue to duel in the air. So picture it kind of like a Dragon Ball Z thing where you are both in the air swinging at each other, and this is a really super cool feature, and we saw this in the advert. It's not the best quality, but you can see when it is initiated. And you can see the combo meter on the right hand side, and this kind of like charges up to allow you to do the mid-air attack. Linking into the first fact that I told you guys about the era, when I mentioned that you can enter the Star Destroyer, you will be able to drive big class vehicles. For example, you will be able to drive a Star Destroyer and you can run around the deck and the interior. This was confirmed at E3 in 2019, and not only that, you can also drive the Death Star. I don't really know how that will work, just a massive flying ball in space, but nevertheless it is super cool. And the coolest thing is how you can simply just run around your Star Destroyer or the Death Star or the Venator. You can access all the interiors and just simply mess around in it, and that is super cool. And just as a side note, there are 150 vehicles in this game. We don't know how many of them will be the big class vehicles, but we know that there's going to be roughly around about 10 big vehicles. And for the final fact of today's video, I want to tell you guys just roughly how long it will take you to complete the story. So each episode will have 5 levels, and each level will roughly be 15 to 20 minutes long, so I have done 17.5 minutes as rough estimate. And not only that, there was also hub levels between the main levels, so it's roughly around about 9 levels per movie. And there in total is 9 episodes, so doing my maths, it will take you roughly around about 20 hours to complete the story. And if you play on a regular day such as a school day, you will only have about 5 hours to play, as that's all you do on that night. So it's going to roughly take you 4 real life days to complete the story. Unless you proper hammer it and grind it, you may get it done in a day and a half. And if you also want a rough estimate on how you get to 100% in this game and how long it's going to take in total, I made a video a while ago. It's about 4 months old, so the quality may not be the best, but definitely go check it out. It's super interesting, and I may redo this video. But nevertheless, it is the 21st of December as of me recording this video, so I just want to wish you all a Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a good one. Even though this year's not been the best, we also got the delay for LEGO Star Wars this year, so it's not been the best year, but I wish you all the best. Anyway, thank you for watching today's video, guys, and if you do want to learn any more about LEGO Star Wars, I will leave my playlist at the end. There is only about 6 videos, they're very short, they simply explain the open world, how combat's going to work, all confirmed planets, all confirmed characters, so definitely go check that out if you haven't already. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one, and have a good Christmas in a bit.